Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Doki Doki Literature Club. My name is Byron, and this is the Gaming Cineflix. Okay, so in the last video, we were reading everyone's poems, and at the very bottom of the poem, it said, save me. It said, load me. It said, load me. And then immediately after, she said, don't forget to save if you're making an important decision because you might regret it later. So, I don't know what's going to happen when we start this up. I don't know how this game plays. I know it's supposed to be a horror game, but it seems like it's going to be one of those games that interacts with me, the player, and that's its style of horror. Is it interacts with me in my computer. So, without further ado, let's get into this literature club and see exactly what we're going to be dealing with when we load this game up. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Especially you. I see you. I see you. I. Load game. Okay. Click. Alright, so maybe we're okay, I guess. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for this event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're all going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? So I don't know if, like, I was supposed to save right then and reload or something. I guess I just passed it? I don't know. Like, it's strange. Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'll be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. It is. That, like, I do remember that they had issues even, like, reciting their poems among us. So asking them, like, hey, go out on stage. Yeah. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start an event and each put in a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And more people will who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. That's still a lot to ask. She is adorable. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki didn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Peer pressure, I guess. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to participate in reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ha, of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to a specific poem she's had in mind for herself. Then, she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation? Yeah, recitation. That's how I word today. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Good job! Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Mirage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets... It's because peer pressure. That's why she's putting in so much pressure, so much effort, is because you all pressured her to do this. She is a shy individual. Why are you making her stand up? Why are you going to make her stand up in front of people? You are all to blame. You are all to blame for this discomfort. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her. It's as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her steed. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm up next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll continue out in the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. Sayori. It's a serene, and it's bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Byron liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. So, now, who's next? Natsuki? Huh. Don't make me go before Byron. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Byron lowers everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Rude. Natsuki! It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up, and I step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy to it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about that so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Huh. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess that's the case. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me feel really happy. Ha! Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write our poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far. I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There is no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. Then, I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep, don't forget to give her your poem. Look at you two, always going home together. I like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make it such a big deal. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay. Byron, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Can I have your poem? I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, can I walk with them both? I think this is where it said, save before you make a decision, I guess. I'm gonna save just because, but I already know what I'm gonna say here in this particular return, go. I'd still walk home with Sayori, but why not both of them? Sayuri, you really think I'd ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't want to ruin that for you. You're so silly, Byron. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayuri, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayuri to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what would happen at that time? Alright, what is our poem going to consist of today? We have... Silly! Woohoo! Puppy! Kiss! Kitty! Cheer! Rainbow again? Poof! Fluffy! Twirl! Fireflies! Mouse! Pleasure! Pain, fear, flying... let's go with fun! Dazzle! Romance! Socks! Passion. Extraordinary. Sunny. Bubble is... Bubbles! I still don't know exactly what, like, the answers to those, like, affect when it comes to the way that people talk to me and the way people act with me. I'm sure it has some type of a reaching effect, but I'm not sure what that is. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing the piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up the piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion? Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help me out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part in the festival, but it's whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? I really like dried squid. I know fried squid and dried squid are two different things, but first time I had it, back when I was a lot younger, when I was a kid, I didn't like it, but my dad would always get it. It's on his side of the family that I'm Japanese, and I tried it a couple more times, and I developed a very good taste for it. Now I like it more even than beef jerky. Like, I love dried squid. It is like my favorite snack. It is wonderful. Dried squid and Pocky. Those are two things that are amazing to me. Yes, I need to get more dried squid once I get home. But anyway, let's continue. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon Ika. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own vent for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori! I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah! Hey, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me with a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning my back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been practicing for preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Viren, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori lately? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm just reading in this a little bit too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Viren. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry. I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to see if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Viren. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Byron. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you? Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. You should go just forget everything about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up at her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet, I can't hear from here. I sigh, and I sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and I have fun with and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you! Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything like that. It's not that I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything like that. She practically mumbles the last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first one she'd go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. That's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought about it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book that she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not. Jeez. If you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check it for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to kill you. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. Ah, the chapter ended with Minori and Alex found Monica. Natsuki's voice resonates from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's... Oh, it was Monica! Ah! Con! That kind of a Monica, not a Monica. Not a Monica! All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Ah, sorry. The teachers got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some of the stuff around to clean it up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. Ugh. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving all of these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Ah, Natsuki. There's a stool right over there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs a stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful! I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn, as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah. The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Geez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it! I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, and so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit in the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls on its wheels back. She rolls it on his wheels. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. This is a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Ush. Natsuki climbs up on the chair, then slowly balances on her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. There we go. See? I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I've got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt? Gah! I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arm around the Parfait girl's box set. Easily the largest one on the shelf. Ah, heavy. Hey, Viren. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Eh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. Slowly, I release the grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box! What are you looking at? You trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not, I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. Ah! The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Ah! The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies out from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Crash. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms, as her face lands straight on my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Ugh. She presses her arms straight onto me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that that's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross, gross! Ah! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over here? It's chaos. No, Monika, it's chaos. I heard a loud noise. Monika suddenly peers in. Monika, see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow, it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monika. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monika says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that's scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease on the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. Ah, it must have landed on that page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up, slams the book shut, and throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head and sobs. Natsuki, are you... No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. Ah, I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. just every day. It's so hard. I just want to come to the club and Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Ah. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait, girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple minutes are silent between us, and I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box, in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then, I get on the stool, and I quickly finish moving the rest of her books to the top shelf. From the top shelf. Sorry, from. Alright. That should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume 1. I said it. Sorry. Natsuki is holding the volume I set in her hands. Alright. I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up? If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and the background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed with how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good tastes after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. I told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Alright. This is not quite as creepy as I was expecting. I am 110% sure that it is coming up in the future. But so far, it's been a very neat slice of life game. I really like all these characters, I really like where everything's going, and I hope that nothing bad, terrible happens to them. I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen, but, like, I've had that foreboding feeling since I started this entire thing. It's that whole Madoka Magica thing, I already mentioned it before, where it's setting you up to really like the characters, to kind of lull you into that false sense of security before it really drives home the horror hammer. But really, for the most part, like, I'm just really into this. I really love this. As you can see, like, I've been just continuously doing this video. Like, I am binging right now on Doki Doki Literature Club, and I am having a great time. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you had a wonderful time as well, just as much as I have. Even though it's not quite as scary yet that we know of. So anyway, I will see you all in the next adventure. Hopefully, next time we'll get to see some interesting things. We've already seen some very interesting things, so let's see what the future holds for the Doki Doki Literature Club.